What is going on, guys? We are back with another video, and we're in franchise. Gonna be another, well, not another, but a free agency type video. As we all know, the Patriots made, I would say, probably the biggest splash. I mean, you have to. That big of a trade with Brandon Cooks is, you can't ignore it. But Trevor, I don't want to mess up your name, but I think your last name is Mendoza. Sorry if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure you've been around the channel for a while. Sorry if I'm wrong with that as well. But you gave the idea, a really decent idea actually, to see if some of the moves from free agency would work, specifically the trades. So I decided, hey, it was a request video, and it's a really good video in general. Why not go for it? So first thing, well, actually this isn't the first things first. First things first should be the Browns, but you know, we're going to do this trade, actually. We're going to do the day 2 trades first. Yeah, and why not? So I guess the first thing that should happen, we should go to the Panthers. I think this is going to be rather clear-cut. I don't expect this to not go. Like, maybe. Like, from the Panthers standpoint, I think they would. It doesn't work. So, Patriots, the gods you are in free agency, you cheated my friends, the Panthers over here. They're not really my friends. I'm sorry for lying, but let's see what the Patriots should have given them. Okay, it doesn't seem too bad. The Patriots should have given them, you know, I know, you know, we got to do this the best way we can. I don't want to, like, you know, and if I'm doing like a rebuilding video, fair enough, I can reach. Oh, it's not. So I think they're gonna have to give up not four. They're going to have to get rid of a fourth round next year and a 4th round this year to make this trade happen, and it does. So instead of the Patriots landing Coney Ealy for getting rid of their 2nd round pick to gain a 3rd round pick and Coney Ealy, they would have to go with a 2nd round, a 4th next year, and a 4th this year to get this trade going. So of course the Patriots do win pretty nicely in this scenario. I'd like to think either way. But obviously in real life they did a little bit better, I'd like to think. Now the big blockbuster trade that could really put them over the top, which is ironic to say because, you know, the Patriots, the funny thing about them, they just won the Super Bowl. I don't know if you guys are aware of the same scenario that I am, but they just did. And yet they're already here just balling out. So it was a 2017, so I don't think this is going to work. Could it? Wow, not even close. So Patriots, once again, coming away with a huge steal here. So we moved up the pick to a 2nd round draft pick. Even that is not enough to land Brandon Cooks. Can we move on with a 3rd round here? Is that going to be enough? A 1st round, and even then, that might not go. That isn't going to go either. So for this trade to work, we had to use Ealy, who we just got, which is interesting. It's very interesting because to get Ealy, the Patriots traded a 2nd round pick. They gained a 3rd round pick. Wait, no, did they? What? No, they did. They did. They got Coney Ealy and a 3rd round for their 2nd round, which gives the Patriots a 1st, 2nd, or a 1st and 3rd. We didn't use a 2nd here, so technically we got the Patriots just as well off. It's just we wouldn't have Ealy. Not a huge trade, but this video, the suggestion from Trevor was basically trades. So as much as I do want to do some of the free agent ones, I don't think there was a crazy enough acquisition. I think what we will do is we're gonna do Martellus Bennett, because that's really easy to pull off actually, and not big of a deal either. Doesn't tell me what round pick, but I mean, let's be honest, it's not a huge trade, but I don't think this one's going to go in at all. William Hayes in Madden, I don't think his stats are actually that great either, ironically, but it wasn't a huge play. Wow, the Rams or the Dolphins are screwed for draft picks. So 3rd round did work. I tried everything else. It didn't work quite so well. So a 6th round, Matt Moore, and a 3rd round next year for a 7th round and William Hayes. It's so crazy, it just might work. So now this one's really interesting. I think it was a really great, not a great trade, but I think it was a really great scenario. It's kind of cool to see. Not really a great pick at all. I mean, it's the decision there It's weird. I don't know if I would pay it. I really don't think I would. It's just a little expensive. Yeah, you're getting a second-round pick, but you are taking a lot. You are taking a huge blow for that. And let's see if it'll work. I know it's not going to, but maybe. So as you guys can see here, even this is nowhere near the trade. So I'm just not even going to fathom this one. Like, I don't, like, the Browns still kind of made off a little worse in real life. And this is obviously ridiculous. Like, the Browns were not going to take on Osweiler's contract for losing picks, basically. So we are in the free agency period, and it's safe to say I don't think we're going to get Martellus Bennett for the price the Packers were able to get him for. Let's see what we can get him. See if we can do it. I don't remember what the signing bonus it was. It was quite a bit, though, I think. So to compete with the Browns, I had to offer a 3-year, $33 million deal, which is a little ridiculous. TJ Lang, I'm going to let the Browns have him. I'd be willing to think the Packers, we are going to get him back, but I'm not 100% sure. You guys might already know the answer to that by the end of the video. I mean, by the end of this video, you might already know the answer to it. I could have waited for day 3 to be over, but I figured most of the big stuff was probably over by now. I know negotiations do take a while, so to be fair, there could be a really big one coming up soon. But of course, if something like that happens again, and by again, I just mean the Cook trade is kind of like that. I could have made a video, I just didn't. But yeah, if something like that happens, you should expect to see it. Basically, for me, the only free agents videos you're going to see from now on in are decently big signings for my team, which is the Packers, of course. And big blockbuster trades or free agent signings. Or the last one, maybe a recap. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure about that one. But, of course, the big blockbuster trade, you'll see. Got to get them views. You know we got to get them. But, I mean, it's nice, though. It is nice. It is a little weird, though, because you probably do gain a lot of subs that don't play Madden. A lot of people do just look up stuff on Google. Maybe the most relevant thing is a video, and that's how someone subs. They're like, oh, maybe this guy, uploads a ton of that. If you come to my channel, you're like, oh, it's just a bunch of video game crap. But yeah, we're going to see what Martellus Bennett is able to do. Is he able to best his Patriots season? I'm going to be honest. I really view, even though as a Packer fan, I view Martellus Bennett as an iffy signing. Not a huge fan of it, just for the fact that watching his highlights last year, there was a lot of plays where he seemed to go down a lot earlier than he would have if he was younger. I really feel the age has caught up with him big time. So 9 fumbles from Ty Montgomery. Wow. Martellus Bennett, technically best his season with the Patriots. 800 yards and 5 touchdowns. I think that overall is pretty good. We'll see what we can do here. Are the Packers going to win here? Are we going to have enough? Is it going to be enough just to have Martellus Bennett? I mean, it was good enough to beat the Seahawks, which, I mean, at least in Madden, that's a really big feat. And we lose to the Cardinals by 3. Not bad. I mean, that's expected from my Packers, really. It honestly is. So, I mean, I'd be disappointed a little bit, but at the same time, what can you do? The Packers and Cardinals always get into these crazy games, as you would expect from the Packers. Not a great rushing game at all. Martellus Bennett, was he a factor? He did catch 1 touchdown, 35 yards, 5 catches. Not bad. What about that defense? Any production at all? Huge game from what's-his-face, Blake Martinez, the newly re-signed Nick Perry as well in franchise here. I don't know if you guys seen it, but he did actually get tagged. It wasn't an actual signing. I'm surprised. Well, actually, I'm not surprised the Packers didn't sign or tag him, because tagging a pass rusher in this market is ridiculous. But, I mean, that's probably going to be the video for me. Let me know what you guys thought. Thanks again, Trevor, for the great suggestion. But yeah, tomorrow you will for sure see, well, not for sure, but there's a good chance you'll see the franchise from Primetime and maybe like Draft Champions or something. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hope you guys stick around for next video. But until next video, see ya!